there's people on the internet who don't like us. Do you consider them enemies?
Yes.
You do?
No, I'm just kidding.
What's up, you guys? And welcome back to school, but don't worry, everything is cool. I'm your host, Julyssa, and of course, I am here with the boys, Steve and Brennan. Say what's up, you guys.
What's up?
And how y'all doing today?
I'm doing pretty good, guys. I'm doing pretty good. Yeah. No other updates besides that. It's hot. The summer heat has finally arrived in LA. It's been like in the 80s this whole week. Today's supposed to be the hottest of the week, reaching mid 90s. So I hope you guys are staying warm. Staying cool out there.
By the time they see this, the week will be over, though.
You think it'll be like cold already?
Maybe.
Well, either way, it's the end of summer. Anybody starting school this month, I hope you guys are enjoying it. I hope you guys give it your all. We need more educated people in this world because there clearly seems to be a lot of non-educated people. Am I right, guys?
What is it? The non-intellectualism?
Anti-intellectualism is on a rise, guys. The only way we fight back is to stay in school and educate yourself. That's why you're here today in our classroom. Am I right, guys?
I'm doing pretty good.
Did
How are
school
you guys
start
doing?
already?
What?
No, right?
I know some people who started school today, specifically today.
On Thursday?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not in school, bro, so I don't worry myself with the politics of the curriculum.
I remember in college, I think we started on Wednesday, which is always weird.
Yeah.
I think. I don't know.
I remember when we used to go back at school in September.
R.I.P.
Yeah.
Like mid-September too?
Used to be like after Labor Day.
Yeah.
Well, we would get out later, no? Like in June?
Yeah, we would get out later though.
But we still get 3 months.
Yeah, we would get like 3 months. I have this distinct memory of being a kid and genuinely not doing shit for like a month and being so fucking bored. Like I remember I just didn't do anything. I think it would be always the last month. I think the last month of summer I'd always be like, damn, I kind of miss school. Like I don't do anything.
Really?
Yeah, you guys never felt that way?
Not really.
I don't think so.
I liked summer.
When I was in middle school, I started missing the homies. It always felt weird to see all the homies again because it's pre-social media too.
Yeah, sometimes people would never come back. You just never saw that guy again.
Or like they'd come back and they like went through puberty or something.
Yeah.
And
I just feel like I don't remember it being so hot back then.
I'm telling you, I remember seasons, man. I remember seasons. I remember autumn. I remember winter. Nah, it's just summer all the time.
It's weird because this summer it was a lot cooler than previous summers, but I feel like that's probably means that it's like gonna be hotter towards the fall.
You're right. You're right. I saw like a report that the last 2 months were like the coolest summers on record.
Wow.
But that probably means that
Lucky
September,
us.
October, November,
Yeah.
True.
they're gonna be fucking hot as shit.
True. Still, lucky us, dude. That's pretty kick-ass. It did feel nice for it to be summer and it was like nice and cool.
That shit is lame, bro.
Yeah.
I wish it was already cold by September.
I agree. I agree. I really agree.
I do like the cool weather a little bit. It's a little too hot right now. I feel like I fucking get drenched in sweat by the time it's like 1 or 2 p.m.
I don't like when it's hot and there's no airflow. It's all dry and everything. Disgusting.
Some people would say that it's that's better than having like humidity.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's like humidity is like it's like stanky outside. Some Florida type of shit.
I heard in New York it's really bad. Like
Oh, 'cause it
their
gets
summers
humid?
are like dry.
Ugh.
Like even when you, because you know how if you were to get in the shade here, you would feel cool.
Yeah.
Over there, if you get in the shade, you still
It's
feel
still hot.
You just feel the hot, warm air like in fucking Arizona.
But it's nice.
Shout out to Arizona.
Bro,
Is it-
Arizona? I hear it's horrible there. Why does anybody live there?
Like you mean like heat
Well,
wise
I don't know.
or politics
Oh,
wise?
heat wise. I hear it's terrible there.
Oh.
I saw I don't know if this is true, but it's on TikTok, so of course I believed it. They were saying that the water that was coming out of their like hose, like you get water out of it was hot. Like,
Oh,
and it
just hot
stayed
water?
consistently just hot water.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
It's funny because you say how do people live there? And having a friend who lives out in Lancaster, they're like always throwing parties, and so I remember going like maybe like 1 or 2 years ago, and everybody who was there was mainly from Lancaster, so Lancaster like stays hot, and one person was telling me that they like really love being hot, like they love like that it's a hot. They call themselves apparently it's a thing that people out in Lancaster call themselves. It's a desert rats. They love being desert rats. He's like, I'm a tried and true
They're rats.
desert rats.
I'm a desert rat.
Yeah. I'm serious. I bet you some people listening are like, yup.
Yeah, doing too much.
Some
bro.
people fuck with. You're saying some people fuck with in Arizona probably fuck with the heat, bro.
I think.
No, I think it's just really cheap. That's why they fuck with it.
I'm
all
sure
the
some
time.
people fuck with the heat.
I agree. I think it's just super cheap.
I hear
This
it's
is
the
awesome.
same.
This is awesome, guys.
I've heard people say it is nice. But I'm like, it's too fucking hot to like live there though.
Yeah, I had a friend who moved out to Arizona for like 2 years, and he literally moved back to LA.
Because it's too
Because-
fucking hot.
No, he said that it was literally the same exact as living here, like
Oh, really?
price wise. Yeah.
Oh, so there's no difference?
Yeah. So I'm telling you,
Oh.
people who move out there, it's
It's
because
just
they fuck
weather.
with it.
Huh?
Yeah.
It's just the weather.
They're just
It just sucks.
psyched out. Yeah. The heat fried their brains.
It's crazy because we're complaining about the 90-degree LA weather, but yeah, like people who live out in Arizona or
Mm.
I don't know other parts of the world probably fucking wish they had 90-degree weather.
Probably.
You know what I mean? There's some
They
people out
chose
there.
to live there according to you, so
Some people
they
chose
should.
to live there. According to me,
that's what you said. You were like, if they live there, it's because they like it there.
How come they
Some
don't-
people do
how
like
come
it
they-
there,
How come they
though.
don't tunnel
Deadass.
underground?
How
they
come what?
do. They do.
What did you say?
They do.
How come they don't tunnel underground? And I don't mean some people. I mean the whole city. Why isn't it like an underground city? We can do that. People can do that. They're just lazy. They don't want to do that. Wouldn't that be cool?
If you guys had been born and raised in Arizona, would you guys have grown up to move out to
Yeah.
the cooler?
Probably.
Yeah, I want to leave here, so I probably want to leave there.
I probably would have left too.
Yeah.
Yeah, where'd you have gone? The Bay Area?
Yeah.
Does the Bay Area stays cold, huh?
Or I would go somewhere near the beach
Real.
where it's always just like a little cold.
Fuck it, New Jersey.
Is there water in New Jersey?
I think New Jersey's
Large
right on the
body of
coast,
water?
right?
Is it? I don't know. Never been.
I think New
you
Jersey's
watch
right on the
Jersey
coast.
Shore. Duh.
Yeah.
The shore.
It's just let's see. Look at the map. I think isn't New Jersey literally that green one right there on the top right?
Maybe.
Julie, can you spin the globe and look at the states to see where
They
New
mark
Jersey
the
is?
states on that globe? Don't they just have it United States?
Do they? Maybe I'm tripping then. Today's class learning session. Where the fuck is New Jersey?
If I drop this, it's not on me.
This is a real classroom learning experience right now. No? She's locked in. She's so locked in, they're saying free her.
What is it? What is it next to?
New York?
Don't mark it. It's a globe.
New York?
I think it does.
No,
have a
I think
shore.
it's one of the smaller ones below the
Yeah.
green one.
But it is on the coast?
I think
Yeah,
so.
it has to be.
Oh, yeah. Well, the Jersey Shore, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. But this is just to say
you can
that
kind of see it, but
love yours? Question mark? Love yours? J. Cole? Love yours?
wait, why are you saying that?
Love yours, like as in like always appreciate where you live.
Oh,
Like love yours. Have you ever heard that song, J. Cole?
yeah.
Have you ever heard that, Brandon?
Mhm.
You know what I'm talking
Somebody asked me recently. They were like, "How do you tolerate the hot summers in LA?" And I was like, or like, I think they asked me if I got used to it, and I was like, no, I still have yet to get used to it. Like living here and it's hot as fuck.
That's a funny question. How do I tolerate? I fucking have to.
Well, cause in San Francisco it's not really that
Yeah.
hot. So and then it was like my friends from San Francisco. So then they were like, how can you stand this? And I'm like, I can't, bro. I wish I could leave, but I can't leave.
No monies.
No monies.
Yeah.
No monies. The podcast is here.
No monies. Have to stay in the heat.
I have to stay in the heat.
Your man's is here.
I have to just do it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's another map right there. It says New Jersey right there.
Bruh.
Oh yeah, bruh. Our audience probably screaming at us like, bro, there's literally a map right
That
there.
doesn't show up on camera though. Let
Oh,
me see
does it
that
really
one. No.
Oh yeah, New Jersey. New Jersey is right. Like most of it is on the fucking coast.
What's the pink one right here?
Wow. Shout out New Jerseyans. Shout out New Jersey. We should go to the Jersey Shore, guys. We should do a podcast tour and hit up New Jersey.
Did it ever get rebuilt?
Yeah, I think so. I want to say yes. Because it burned down, right?
No, wasn't there? It was like a tsunami. I don't know. I don't remember what it was. I remember it just got destroyed though.
It did get destroyed. I think it was a fire. I want to say it was a fire, but maybe I'm wrong.
I
I'm
have
not
no
really
idea.
sure. Brandon, you're not a big Jersey Shore fan?
I've never seen it.
You're not a big reality TV fan?
I never really watched it.
Do you think you could like it?
I don't really like TV like that, so probably not.
Like TV shows in general?
Yeah, not really.
I
I
see.
could barely stand WWE when they try to do reality TV.
Oh, I see.
Oh, probably not.
No, that's valid. That's valid. But I guess moving on to the meat of the show, we have a range of topics for everybody today. Our first topic is that bots now account for over half of the internet. Can you guys believe that?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
I've been hearing it for a while now.
Yeah,
This
I
isn't
believe it.
unbelievable.
No.
It's at Fortune.com said the AI boom is now bigger than the 90s .com bubble, and it's built on the backs of bots, maybe more than real users. So basically, they just go on to say that it's kind of like dead internet theory. Do you remember we were talking about that? Do you remember what dead internet theory was? It's just kind of like that.
Yeah.
Man, that sucks.
You think it sucks?
Yeah.
How come?
I don't know. Just sucks, man. What do you like it? You think it's cool?
I don't think it's not cool. I guess it's like I don't really see. I guess the negative of it. It just feels kind of neutral to me. It just feels like well, it makes sense, right? The internet is filled of already.
Well, I think it sucks because all the bots, all they do is make people pissed off and rage bait people.
Rage bait people.
I think that they're like engagement farming, and I hate that.
You
Like
don't.
when we were reading the comments to the whites only village,
Mm-hmm.
like half of those people were probably bots, and I feel like that's the only reason bots are used
Yeah.
is to get people to comment or get people to do stuff, and I feel like that's lame.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't mind it if the bots were used for good, like if they were basically like moderators,
Mm-hmm.
like if they would go in and be like, actually that's wrong,
They checked people.
or they
with
check
actual
people
facts.
with facts, or they would just delete comments that were ignorant or hateful, but they
Yeah.
don't because that's engagement. That's why I don't like it. I wish they would use it for good, but can't trust companies to do things
Mhm.
for good.
Do you think there's any good bots out there?
No,
There's no good bot.
Mm.
The only good bot is a dead bot.
pretty much. Pretty much.
What do you think, Julie?
I mean, I feel like we've talked about it before, where I think they just kind of fight with each other,
Mm.
and that's about it. I don't really have, I guess, too much opinion on it
Mm-hmm.
because I don't know.
I think it's gonna kill the internet.
Yeah.
I think because I think every form of media tends to die. Like I think radio died, TV's on the way out. I think internet's gonna die because of the bots. Because
Yeah.
I think I don't know. Because to me, I'm just like, why the fuck even go on the internet then? Like I think I used to back in my day. I used to go on because there was real people on the internet. I wanted to see what they were talking about.
Yeah.
Now it's just a bunch of bots and
Yeah.
shit.
I also think people are
Boring.
just gonna get tired of it.
Yeah.
Like if they're, because I feel like people now are already getting tired of all the negative media. That I feel like if this continues a lot more, especially people, I guess, figuring out that
Yeah.
they're all fake people, I think people are just gonna be like, I don't want to be on this anymore.
I also think people are gonna get off it because the bots work. Like I don't know. I get rage baited. I see some of those comments. I'm like, man, fuck this guy. And you gotta be like, oh, it's just a bot. But then you see like that's out there,
Yeah.
and you're like, man, this is just depressing. Why the fuck am I gonna be on here?
How'd you
I
guys
just go touch grass.
have you guys heard that? I think YouTube's gonna update their user agreement. I think for next year, saying that they're not gonna sponsor or let ads be on content that is AI generated or by AI generated. Like,
I
people?
saw that and I thought it was cool until I saw that YouTube wants you to put in your government ID now. They started rolling that out.
Oh really?
It's in the UK now. Spotify too.
really?
So people started buying MP3 players to
Why do you
Transfer
think they're
the
doing
music?
that?
I don't know.
Do you think
bro.
it's to fight AI, or do you think it's like?
No, they're probably just they want your fucking the government wants your shit,
Information.
dude. Because I don't know.
I mean, they have it already, ID wise.
but I think that's weird. I really think that's weird that they
Mm.
want your ID on there
Mhm.
with all the data leaks that they have and all that
Yeah.
shit. I do think that's really
Mhm.
weird. Like you wouldn't say that it's weird.
Yeah,
You
I
don't think
guess
having you don't think having to upload your government license or ID to watch a YouTube video is a little weird?
I guess I see the correlation between wanting to be anti-AI in their policy and that. So I do think it's weird, but I guess I'm like, it seems consistent with what they're kind of like their, what's it called, business model. is going towards.
I guess the reason I don't agree is because they do shit like this all the time. Not what do you call it, ID, where they want your information to like sell to other people
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
or to sell more to you, and I
Mhm.
think that's really weird.
For sure.
Especially because I don't know, I get YouTube became like this giant like media company and like conglomerate or whatever, but it sucks because it like started off as just some stupid app where you just upload shit, and then suddenly it just got super serious. Where
Yeah.
it's like you need your ID on here.
You know, speaking of YouTube, because I was doing info just on the ID thing, and it reminded me of this other thing that YouTube was just in the news for. Did you hear that they're gonna start restricting people that are under 18 from using the platform?
Like posting on it.
Like posting on it, watching on it, like all that type of stuff. Like commenting on it. Like it apparently they're gonna introduce an algorithm to YouTube to where even if you put that your age is like 26, 27, it's gonna go based off what you watch and comment and how long you watch something. If it senses off a monitor that you're under 18, you get banned from the site.
You can disagree with me, but I think that's true. They're probably gonna do that, but I think this whole like we're gonna introduce an algorithm is a lie. I mean, we're just gonna start spying on you, and if we find out that you're not 18, you're not gonna be able to use.
Mhm.
Because that's what it is, right?
Mhm.
They do that all the time.
Mhm.
No,
No, yeah,
It
yeah.
doesn't piss you off, bro. I
Yeah.
feel like every time I look in the news, I'm like, so we're just a surveillance state now.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I have to fucking, I don't know, give you my ID to take a shit now or what?
No, yeah, I get you. No, I mean it does. I mean it
Yeah.
does. I just think it's more interesting. I guess why are they?
Because another thing I think about too is, you know how Instagram, I mean, at the time of this recording, they just updated their fucking, they didn't even announce it, where they can see your location now.
Yeah.
It's like Snapchat maps.
Mhm.
Isn't that weird? I find that a little weird. Like, I understand, yes, blah, 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 they had your location already because you could post based on location, but now other people can see your location.
Yeah.
Isn't it a little weird? Because I saw not that long ago on the news that they talked about how the police or the FBI used like Instagram to track a protester
Mhm.
who I think punched a cop or something like that. I don't know the full details of what he did. I'm not really
Yeah.
talking about that incident, but I'm talking about the fact that they were able to do that from just Instagram. Isn't that a little crazy?
Yeah,
That
that
they
is.
can just do all that?
Mm-hmm.
And I think coupled with the whole like, now you got to give me your ID to use our app. It's a little crazy. That's just me though.
Yeah.
Like, I understand, like, yeah, they probably have all this shit already, and I'm not saying that makes it, but I still don't think that makes it okay, you know?
Yeah.
Like, why should I have to do that? No, I thought this was a free country, man. Why do I gotta?
No, that's
Yeah.
valid. That's valid.
I mean, I just feel like I think with media, especially we've talked about it where, like PBS losing funds and stuff like
Yeah,
that. Like everything just seems like it's getting controlled. Like we're starting to lose control of everything.
yeah,
Like everything else, like whether it's YouTube, whether it's what we see in the news, like everything is now catered to a certain way so that we can like, I guess, get manipulated and like also spied on.
yeah.
Of like, oh, what are they doing? Which is crazy because I'm like, because I feel like the whole, I guess, surveillance thing of like, oh, if somebody commits a crime, right, while they're filming, now they, but for certain things, they can be prosecuted for those things.
Well, I also think, okay, I think it's weird no matter what, but I guess, like, I can follow, like, the bullshit trail for YouTube where it's like, well, you're, like, posting on here and you're commenting on here, whatever, blah, 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 blah. But Spotify? Like, actually, that
Oh yeah, Spotify too, huh?
I'm just like, why? Like, literally, I cannot even follow a bullshit trail as to why they need your ID. I think
So
they
is
try to. I think they try to say it's like, oh, because there's music on here that's inappropriate for young kids or whatever. I'm like,
So is that what they're doing?
who?
Is that
Spotify?
why people are like leaving Spotify?
Yeah, that's why they get buying like iPods and like cassette tapes
Yeah.
and all that shit.
Do you want me to read it for you, Julie?
I thought it was because of something else. That's why.
It says Spotify has introduced facial age verification for UK users to comply with the country's Online Safety Act. The new system, which uses Yodi's facial recognition technology, has sparked controversy, while with some users experiencing issues, including being asked for verification despite being over 18. Users who cannot verify their age, particularly those under 13, may face account suspension or deletion. Key points. Online Safety Act compliance. Spotify's age verification is direct response to UK's Online Safety Act. Facial recognition technology. Spotify using Yodi's facial recognition technology to estimate users' age. That's kind of crazy.
Right.
And grant access to age restricted. Probably bullshit, right?
Well, I'm just like, why does Spotify even have that?
Yeah, never mind.
What are you gonna say?
I found what was the other reason that because supposedly you know how there's the free, right? You can use
Yeah.
Spotify
Oh
for
yeah,
free.
I think I know what
And
you're
then
trying to
there's
say.
the like the premium. Supposedly they were gonna start adding ads or some shit in the premium. So then people were like, "But that's why we're paying premium, so we don't have ads." But I guess they were gonna do probably like another tier of that or whatever.
Oh,
And I think that's why I had heard people were leaving Spotify at first.
Yeah.
I didn't know that it was about the ID stuff,
Yeah.
which I think is I think it's very unnecessary. Like, I don't know. It's just weird.
For sure. What you're saying though, I guess it doesn't have to do with the like AD thing, but there was another thing that they had introduced already in the UK. I think as like a what's it called, beta. That has nothing to do with the AI, but you can't shuffle play like it's a premium feature.
What?
Yeah. They're basically like taking out like
They're
a lot
so
of stuff,
fucking greedy, man.
which is why
Everything's a subscription now, bro.
yeah,
So
which is
greedy.
why people were saying
Start
that
pirating shit again.
yeah. Honestly,
Might have to, or just buy CDs. Own the
yeah.
shit. That's what I do. CDs or cassette tapes.
Oh,
yeah,
true,
my
CDs.
my boyfriend's dad like bought this thing where you could put like multiple CDs and record players. I've been wanting one for a while, and I'm like, I feel like this might be the time to finally do that.
Yeah,
Because
I think
everything's getting so expensive.
I think they also added lyrics. Lyrics are like a premium feature. You can't look at the lyrics.
That's fine. I mostly use Spotify when I'm driving, so
So you don't need to look at the lyrics.
yeah.
That is crazy though. Just getting everything tiered up. Imagine if we did that business model.
That second half of this
Yeah,
podcast is tier based.
it's tier based. You can only see the first 30 minutes, and then we do it in a way where it cuts off. Do you remember when we worked in the radio? We were encouraged to do that because we had a commercial break in between our show,
Yeah.
and we were encouraged to like
have the best
a
part.
cliffhanger basically.
Yeah.
We're like, that's why we're gonna. And
But
then the
we
commercial-
always missed it.
We
bro.
did.
We were always like, oh wait, we're gonna go on break.
I swear it changed every time, dude.
It's like
what changed?
Like the timing of it. It'd be like, oh, we're gonna have a break now.
No, I think we generally just never tracked it. Like, I think we always just sucked because we were always just yapping.
I think because it's supposed to be a radio show and we were a podcast.
I remember us literally being like, oh shit, like we have like a minute left or 30 seconds before the commercial. It's like, we got time. You keep talking. And then we would not have time. And then, yeah, the last like 2 seconds. Oh shit, we're about to go to break. We'll be right back.
Or we just go, ah. Sorry about that, guys. We had a break.
So Lizzie, we get cut off.
Yeah.
Yeah, but at least we don't tier.
No, bro. So you don't think it's bullshit that they ask you for your
Yeah,
ID?
yeah, it is bullshit.
What's next? They need a drop of blood.
What
I'm telling you, that's gonna happen.
Oh, or,
Drop blood.
you go to
Social
Taco Bell
Security.
and they're like, I need your ID.
For fucking what? To buy a taco? God damn, bro.
That's why the street vendors are gonna pop off more.
Surveillance state, bro. Surveillance
Yeah.
state. We gotta fucking do something.
That's crazy.
I think it's an interesting thing to look at the UK because people always bring up that the UK, in terms of surveillance and government overreach, has always been ahead of the United States. Like the UK was the first. Like, you know how we had the Patriot Act post 9/11?
Yeah.
It was some bullshit about how like the UK, that's just like embedded in there.
Oh, they just already had that shit.
Yeah. Yeah. That's why Black Mirror was, I think, founded in the UK. No,
I don't know.
I think Black Mirror started off as a British show because they're the ones
Oh,
who were.
because they're a surveillance state.
Yeah, they were the one who surveillance the most. So I think specifically when it comes to Spotify and like seeing anything else.
What's with the UK, man? Why are they always like the pioneers of all things oppressive?
I don't know.
Invented racism, now surveillance states. What the
I
fuck's
guess
with
it's
them?
just in their blood, bro.
Yeah, they just like that shit, I guess.
They're the original. They're literally the
They're
inventors.
the OGs, I guess.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah, you
man.
see, like Black Mirror originated in the UK. Mm-hmm.
That's really weird. Spotify, man, they're evil. I guess they're evil, but haven't they
Do
always
you-
been like that?
Do you have Spotify?
Yeah,
I've been thinking about like canceling
switching to Apple.
the premium.
Oh yes, the morally
The
superior
morally
company.
superior company.
No, I think just buying CDs.
Like a
Because like either way, because I know that there's always been the the fight with like the what do you call them? Streaming, whatever
The
called.
artists,
Like
and
with the
'cause they don't
artists,
fucking pay 'em?
because they don't get money.
Yeah.
I think every like million listen is like a penny to them or some shit.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, like they
Yeah.
don't get shit from Spotify or Apple.
they mainly get it from their tours, right?
Yeah, but which is why it's always so expensive because they mostly get everything from their tours and the amount of tickets that
And
they
it used
sell.
to be CDs too that got them
Yeah.
their money. That's why you gotta buy CDs, man, or merch.
Do they still get more money from physical copies being sold?
I think so.
I think so.
Hopefully.
But people don't buy them. People just stream them on Spotify or Apple or what's the other one? Tidal or whatever it's called.
I mean, it makes sense though.
Title. Is that what?
That
That's
was
the,
another
like,
one that he
Jay-Z
released
one,
on.
no?
Yeah.
Where all his music was only on there.
Some
for-
people actually use YouTube.
Oh,
YouTube
bro.
music. Yeah.
It's funny that we were just shitting on YouTube. People say the YouTube Premium is worth it.
Yeah, people were
Uh.
saying at least YouTube music. People say that it's pretty good.
Yeah, people say YouTube Premium is actually worth it.
I was almost convinced once. I was like,
Yeah.
you know
That's why I
what?
want to believe that maybe they're doing it for the right of humanity.
Come on, bro. YouTube, I don't think YouTube's ever done anything right. I'm not even talking just morals. I mean, they just always miss.
Yeah.
Like
With,
with
like,
with their rewind.
I was literally gonna say, don't bring up the rewind again.
I missed the rewind, dude. I liked it.
You're mad that they canceled the rewind?
That's when they
I'm-
first broke your heart, huh?
I remember they canceled it. Why the fuck would you cancel the rewind? That shit was cool as hell.
I think because it became cringy, you know?
Everybody
Eventually.
hated on it.
Everybody hated
But that
on
was
it.
like the fun of it. It's like when they would say you suck to Kurt Angle. It's like no, it's like I like it.
Because I feel like the last one was the last one
It's the one with Will Smith.
with Will Smith,
Guys,
right?
this time we control rewind. It's because they would always put
That's hot.
yeah.
That's hot.
It's because they would put Will Smith instead of like some random creator. But I will
They would
say,
put Jimmy Fallon.
I will say that I thought it was really weird that people would be like, "Oh, they didn't put fucking Joe Schmo on there."
Yeah,
and I'm
yeah.
like, "Bro, nobody knows what the fuck that is. Like, why are they gonna put them on there?" But now they have Mr. Beast. Do you think they'd want to put?
I was gonna say, I bet you if you started a big enough movement, Mr. Beast would probably
Mr.
bring
Beast,
it
if you're watching this, bring back the YouTube rewind.
back. I bet you he
please.
would. I bet you he would.
I would love the YouTube
If
rewind.
anybody
bro.
could,
It'd
it
be
would be him.
cool.
Bro, don't you? I remember
It's
in
because you want
December.
to be in the rewind, huh?
Fuck yeah, dude. That shit was awesome. You wouldn't want to be in the rewind.
We are on
Not-
YouTube.
and nominate,
If
nominate,
YouTube-
nominate Todo
If
Chido to be
YouTube
on there.
asked us to be on the rewind, you'd say no.
No, I'd be
I'd
on
be like,
it.
fuck
I'd
yeah,
be
what do we
on
get
it.
to do?
We're like Fortnite or something.
We're on Fortnite. or something.
We're a Fortnite reference.
I missed the rewind.
We
'Cause
like
then,
drink
you know,
Chuck
you know what?
Jokes.
Who else tried to do it too? Was Facebook did it, but I remember people
Really?
said Facebook's was better, and then I think YouTube got into
Better?
Yeah, and they're like, fuck that.
Wait,
Oh, the answer
Facebook tried to
feels-
do a rewind?
They would do like a rewind, but it was like serious. Like they would recap the events of the year. And people were like,
Oh.
"Wow, like this is what YouTube should be doing." I was like, "Relax, they don't. That's not what it is. That's not what they should fucking be doing."
It's
Go-
'cause- yeah. It's because I'm like, YouTube was never that serious.
Yeah, that's
Like,
why I was
it was all
like,
just fun and games.
and now they want your fucking social security to fucking watch Smosh. What the fuck, man?
They want my fucking
What's
face
it?
scan to watch a Mr. Beast
I
video.
know, isn't that bullshit?
They want a sample of my DNA
I'm
to
surprised
fucking.
Mr. Beast hasn't bought YouTube.
I know, right? It's probably some weird shit where he's like, nah, like, I
Respect the
wanna,
grind.
yeah, like I would. Then I'd be cheating if my
I think
videos.
it's because they pay him, no?
YouTube,
Yeah.
probably,
So he's like,
but maybe he could make it better. Isn't Mr. Beast like canceled? Didn't he do some stupid shit?
I mean, he tries to be canceled like every other month, but
Oh.
he hasn't done anything
it's because he's the
outwardly.
Antichrist, remember?
All right, the
Yeah.
mark of the beast.
It's more of like I think his cancellation comes from
Oh, yeah. It was from the show that he had where he like mistreated the like contestants. or
Oh, he
whatever.
like imprisoned them.
He like
Yeah.
For
didn't
real?
feed them. He didn't feed them or
Because
some
they're
shit
so
like that.
starving.
Yeah, he gets like in trouble for like ethical and moral concerns of just like his existence, kind of.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like did you hear that he plans to have a real life Hunger Games with the contestant? I think the winning contestant wins $10 million.
Really?
Yeah, yeah. It's like stuff like that where it's like, especially now, I think with the recession and stuff, it's just like kind of more of the like discourse of whether or not someone like that is actually genuinely helping these people or taking advantage of people that are in trouble.
Wait, so he's having a Hunger Games where the contestant what?
The contestant, I mean He's having a Hunger Games where whoever wins the Hunger Games wins $10 million.
And he basically picked a bunch of people who are in poverty.
I don't know. It's like
Because that's fucked up.
he mentioned the concept, but it hasn't actually been like.
Oh, he's testing the waters.
Yeah. I literally saw it like today on Twitter.
I saw he has a show now, like a kid show where he's like animated and he turns into a beast. Yeah,
I didn't see
it's
that
like
one.
his Dragon Ball.
I saw he built 10,000 more wells in I think South Africa like last week or
really?
something. Yeah. So that's what I mean by I guess it's like the discourse of somebody like that to exist, because even that in and of itself is still like
He can just do that.
should he even not even that should he be allowed, but like what does it say about the state of our world right now that people have to rely on a fucking rich
On Mr.
dude
Beast.
just being like on a random fucking Tuesday
Yeah.
thinking like I'm gonna do this, you know?
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
like that kind of like way.
Yeah.
I didn't see about that, but I just saw that like people who actually had joined his games were actually getting mistreated like
Aw.
on set,
Aw.
which is why I think for a while he was getting canceled because people were like, "Oh,
see it.
he doesn't feed us," and like all these things,
Yeah.
and like
Or have you seen that clip? I don't know if he ran that, but it was like a contestant game. I'm pretty sure it was him. I'm pretty sure it was his video. But it's a contestant, same thing, where like the winner will win life-changing money, and one of the contestants gets eliminated, and he literally like breaks down like sobbing, and he's like, "My life's ruined. I failed everybody. I was gonna change everybody's life." And it's like, it's like, well,
yeah.
is that right? Is that cruel?
Mr. Beast is like, well, see ya.
Well,
You
you're
lost.
still gonna be famous from the YouTube video.
Yeah.
Make sure you guys like and subscribe. So, it is definitely dystopian. Like,
Yeah, it's just weird because it's like people go on there because I think there's some people who are desperate for like that
I
money.
think all those contestants
then-
are,
Yeah,
and that's why it is sad to see
'Cause
them
it's just
lose.
weird.
Did you guys see that crash out of that guy playing the EVO? Do you guys know what EVO is?
No.
It's like a you know how there's Insomniac.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Right.
There's like the parent company. They run tournaments, video game tournaments, and they had this one for Fatal Fury. And I think the winner of that tournament, same thing, they get like a few $1 million. And it was the final four, and one of the guys lost, and he starts like losing his shit like crazy, like screaming, crying, like basically about to throw up. And people obviously got, as people do, their think pieces about how like
Why he did that?
it's kind of cruel, like to, I guess, have like, especially now in the state of the world with the economy, to have these big like tournaments where people can win life changing money, and like obviously you see these people like not win anything, and like people they get clowned on the internet and posted everywhere, but like it's like a reasonable reaction to basically losing what would be like life changing money, changing not only your life but the other people's lives. I need to show you guys that video. I won't pull up the projection video, but I know for a fact some people have probably who are listening to this have seen it. It fucking went like mega viral all over the Twitverse. It's literally just this dude losing his fucking shit like crazy, like you wouldn't believe. And it's funny because the opponent that beat him, the girl, she's just like. So when I think that's why it also went viral, because she's just like,
what can I do? Yeah.
yeah, she's like, she like tries to shake his hand, and he's like throwing his fucking like headphones, and he's like screaming, and he's like all red in the face, and she just looks at the camera and she goes, it's Loki. Okay, it is a little funny, just because like she the contesting girl, she seems like a really cool girl. She like tries to be cool, but obviously she's like, what can I do? So then she just,
Right.
it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. But yeah, that's basically what the think pieces are saying about having like tournaments and stuff where people can win life changing money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I saw somebody post that they're doing the Squid Games thing again, where they actually invite real people, and I think you win like $4 million or some shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, damn, that's crazy.
Would you guys crash out if you guys were like so close, like second place to like winning?
Nah, not on camera.
Not on camera.
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna show you guys real quick a clip. I won't play it too long because like that's him.
Oh, that video.
Yeah, and he's like losing his fucking shit.
Is it old?
No, it just happened. It literally
Oh.
just happened. Like I'll show you.
I thought it was like an old video.
No, it just happened. It happened maybe like last week or something. This one. I don't know if you've seen it floating around the internet,
No, I have not.
but he's clearly losing his shit. For those of you
Yeah.
at home,
Because I've seen like the old videos of when they do tournaments and then the guy starts breaking everything.
mm-hmm.
Like I've seen those old videos when it's like video game tournaments.
She's hitting the.
Oh.
Yeah, yeah. But what do you get? Do you guys? You said you wouldn't crash out publicly
Probably not.
at home though.
Maybe.
Would you throw all your shit around?
Nah.
What if you were just one win away from winning $50 million?
What can you do, man?
I feel like
Yeah.
I'd probably just cry.
Yeah.
Like, damn.
I think they said he still went home with like 4.8K
It's not bad.
compared to a million. True. Don't be greedy. Fuck
Yeah.
it.
But at least he got something.
True. Is that what you would tell him? Audience?
I can't see it.
No?
I can't see it.
Sorry. Sorry, guys. But moving on to our next topic. Did you guys hear about Superman?
Yeah, I
That
did.
he's working with I.C.E.
Okay, so which Superman?
He's the Superman from Lois and Clark, the TV show.
I don't think
His
I
name
ever-
is Dean
I don't think I
Cain.
saw that one.
His name's Dean Cain. I know of it.
I'm gonna look him up right
Did
now.
you ever see that show?
I know of it. I never saw it.
I never saw it.
That makes sense. People would have saw it.
Because I thought when you guys said the show, I thought it was the other one.
The more recent one.
Oh, the CW one?
Yeah.
The one with Supergirl? Nah, not that one. It was like one from like
What was his name?
Dean Cain.
Dean Cain
Dean.
from Lois and Clark. It was like some TV show in the 90s, I think. Right? 90s or 2000s?
Yeah. Probably early 2000s.
He said so. Okay. I'll read what NBC News
Ugly. Yeah.
said. Dean Cain, the actor best known for playing the Man of Steel on the 1990s television series Lois and Clark: The New Adventures of Superman, said this week he planned to become an officer for Immigration and Customs Enforcement. The actor's move comes as the Trump's administration carries out an aggressive mass deportation program across the nation. Cain, 59, announced the news Wednesday in a video on his Instagram account. I felt it was important to join with our first responders to help secure the safety of all Americans, not just talk about it, so I joined up. Cain said, speaking directly to the camera as John Williams' theme from the 1978 Superman film plays. He went on to implore other people in the U.S. to join ICE as officers, touting the job's salary and benefits. In an appearance on Fox News, Jesse Waters Primetime later on Wednesday, Cain said, I will be sworn in as an ICE agent ASAP. This country was built on patriots stepping up, whether it was popular or not, and doing the right thing. I truly believe this is the right thing, Cain said on Fox News. Yeah.
What a psycho.
I hope he rots. It says that in 2016, 2020, and 2024, he endorsed and voted for Trump. So
Yeah.
he's always been a Trump supporter.
I think I mean obviously that's wild that he
Yeah.
does that, but I think I'm more upset that because obviously he's like a failed actor, right? I haven't
Mhm.
seen him in anything good. But I think it's crazy that you can basically revitalize your career or build a career off of that.
Yeah.
Like this is probably the most I've ever seen this guy on TV, and he was Superman. You know, I just think that's wild.
No, I get you.
That you can
Yeah.
just suddenly decide you want to like harass and profile immigrants,
Mm-hmm.
and then all of a sudden you become like famous and probably
Yeah.
a millionaire like overnight.
I also think it's interesting to be so proud of your biggest role that you've had is playing Superman, and to completely miss the messaging of Superman being an immigrant and then working for who Superman would probably be against in
Yeah.
being like the ICE agency.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
that like rhetoric completely flying over your head despite being so proud of being Superman.
What is it with like failed actors and shit becoming right wing like nuts?
Well, I guess they're just mad that they failed at life. That they're just
Because that's how
they're
Ben Shapiro.
miserable.
That's how Ben Shapiro started. He was a failed screenwriter, and then he became like a debate guy. And same
Yeah.
thing with Steven Crowder. He's a failed comedian, but nobody thought he was funny. So now he does like right wing shit.
I think because
Um,
those are the people who will give attention to anybody, and I think they're finally getting the attention that they wanted,
I
which
was
is
gonna
to
say.
become famous. And I think, because I mean, for him, right? He's saying all this crazy stuff, and he's now getting so much attention that he's
Right.
becoming sort of famous now.
right.
And I think that's the what drives them to get to that point where they're like, oh, I'm finally getting it. It's not with like for us, it's not the right way, but for him, he's like, I'm getting what I wanted, which is to
Right.
become famous.
Yeah.
And
It's
like he's
definitely
getting the immediate attention.
It's definitely the easiest way to profit because
Yeah.
they will literally, any conservative will latch on and donate money if they think it's what is it called, dunking on the libs,
Mhm.
Yeah.
as they
Right.
say.
There's this other part because I was on Google and it said, why did Dean Cain quit acting? And it says Dean Cain did not stop acting, but he did move from California to Las Vegas. He cited concerns about California's policy, including those related to homelessness, crime, and taxes, which is like his reasonings to like leave. So
Oh.
he was just very much like, I
He's
don't
an
like it.
asshole
Yeah,
that lacked
He
empathy.
didn't want to pay his taxes from his Superman money.
I guess not.
I mean, most of those guys are fucking cowards. So
Yeah,
Dean Cain, bro.
I just think it's horrible that he's encouraging that.
Yeah.
You know, like I think that he's like, oh, like sign up and like do these things and like be like patriotic and all these things and join ICE, and I just think that's just such a horrible thing.
Yeah.
yeah, especially because he's trying to use his like status as Superman.
Yeah.
As like that's why.
Which is like,
Yeah.
if you know the story of Superman, and it's
Yeah.
been everywhere in every single show, it's always talked about how he's like an alien / like immigrant, right? Like it's a storyline that's been in that other show, the one that I was telling you, the CBS one. There's a part where he says that he's like, oh, I want to help out my friend, and then his mom is like, no, like he's illegal, like he's an immigrant, and then he's like, so am I, like you didn't abandon me, you actually took care of me, so what's the
Yeah.
difference between me and him?
Yeah.
Like it's been in the storyline before,
yeah.
and it's just like, I don't know.
Yeah,
I
it's
think,
just so
DC
horrible.
should disown him.
yeah.
Yeah.
Superman wouldn't be with ICE; he'd be fighting against ICE,
Yeah.
right?
Was that the real clip?
I guess we'll see. I guess we'll see. You do it. Say it then. You say it
You
better.
already did it. You already
Was it
did
good?
Yeah.
Was it good?
Yeah.
Did I do a good job?
I'm just like, was that what it was?
Superman? No, I just felt like saying that.
Was
too.
that your cutaway?
No, I just felt like saying that, but it did sound like it could make a good reel.
I think no, yeah. Like I said, what a moron. But I just think it's insane that you can profit off that kind of thing.
Mhm.
You can overnight become
Yeah.
like a sensation because it's like, oh wow, he's dunking on the libs.
Yeah.
It's stupid, bro.
It just, to me, I also think it's a big thing just because of the I just think it's hypocritical of him to be so proud of being fucking Superman.
I don't think he thinks like that, bro. I think he just doesn't think at all. If like I don't think anybody with common sense would understand that, and I just don't think he possesses that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I agree.
I mean, was it even a good show?
I mean, probably not. Do you know who he was?
True. If it was that good,
I
you
know
would-
all the Superman actors, like the good ones,
True.
That is true.
and he's not one of them.
But that was all the topics that I had brought for
Yeah.
this week.
Yeah.
Brandon, you said you
yeah, I
had something
wanted
talk
to well, I wanted to talk about something a little bit more personal. I don't know. I mean, at the time of this recording, if you might have seen on the news in the past week, a taco truck in South Central LA, Los Tacos Los Poblanos, was attacked. I think upwards of around 30 men came when the stand was closing. They threw rocks, they had knives, and they had bats. And they sent one of the workers to the hospital. And most of the workers had to run out of fear, and rightfully so. I personally know those people. I personally know the people who run the taco stand, to say the least. So it is very personal to me. I know how good people they are. I know how hardworking they are. And I know, just like anybody with a heart would know, that they didn't deserve any of that. I think there's a lot about it that's upsetting, you know. Obviously, I think, and I know personally that there's been a lot of people who have been supporting them, like, and have been doing their part and really showing them the love that they deserve. And I could tell you from personal, just knowledge that means a lot to them. I think it's just upsetting because, to me, I think this speaks to a larger issue. I think we've talked about it before, but violence against street vendors has been on the rise. You know, I think since last year, there's been a 50% increase in violence against street vendors. There's also been the ICE raids that we've seen, where I think in the past few months they picked up upwards of 300 street vendors. And I just think it's ridiculous. I think it's insane that these people work very hard to feed you, feed your families, feed everybody in the city, and the city then watches as they're terrorized by ICE, the government, and just people in general. I think the city, the police really need to step up for that. You know, the vendors, like, you know, I read that they generate upwards of 500 million in terms of like economic revenue for the city. You hear about it all the time that the city will gladly boast about, oh, try the authentic LA experience, go get street food, go get this, that. But they will sit by when stuff like this happens and do absolutely nothing. And that's very upsetting to me that, you know, something as blatantly wrong as this can happen and nothing happens in support of them, because it's the same police, it's the same ICE agents, it's the same people who vandalize these people who will go and gladly benefit from them, take their food, and you know, get fed by them. I think that's horrible. I mean, that's about most of what I had to say in terms of that aspect. I think street vendors need to be protected because I think this is growing into an extremely large issue.
Yeah.
That's been going on and that a lot of people have been, you know, been very vocal about, and still nothing is being done about this kind of thing. So yeah, I bring it up because yeah, it's been personal and I know these people. But it's upsetting to see that the city, you would really wish that the city would come to, you know, the rescue a little bit.
Do more.
Yeah. Take more action. Because like, you know, it's even just this individual case aside, like, I think it seems like there's been a precedent said that this is okay to happen.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I said, the city, Los Angeles, really, like a lot of it is street vendors. The services they provide, the food that they bring, the culture that they bring, the hard work that they contribute, I think deserves to be protected, and they're not protecting them. Like I said, they're sitting there twiddling their fingers while ICE does whatever they want, threatening people. You know, children have to go and take up their families' businesses because they're terrified of what they have to do. They're terrified of being picked up and deported. And now they have to face stuff like this, you know, where it's like just random people contributing violence. And there needs to be protections put in place. You know, I think that the city, the state, whoever needs to step up. I think the community as well. Like I said, the people that I know involved, I know them personally. And so I've seen firsthand, like, the effects that it's had on them. I see some of the comments that people leave, and it's horrific. You know, I've seen tons of people talking about, instead of showing them support, people just open it up to criticism. You know, say like, oh, well, maybe they didn't pay taxes, or maybe they didn't do this. And like I think
they
that's
brought it on themselves.
Yeah, like they brought it on themselves, and I think that's horrible because, like I said, this is a continuing pattern of people enabling this kind of behavior or enabling these kinds of things happening. Like I said, the city sits by and lets this happen. They don't have to. Like, the city would not survive without the street vendors. If all the street vendors packed up and left, there would be a gaping hole in what people would consider to be Los Angeles. You know what I mean? I think, yeah, that's mostly what I want to say. I just think it's bullshit that the city isn't doing anything.
Yeah.
And I know people will be like, oh, like this individual case. I mean, I think the individual case speaks for itself to a larger issue. Like, again, this shouldn't just be happening. That shouldn't be happening. There shouldn't be a level of comfortability with that happening. Like, there shouldn't be first of all, there shouldn't be people who are willing to do that. And there shouldn't be people who are willingly dismissing that happening. And yeah, that's mostly what I have to say about that.
No, yeah, I agree. I the only thing to add on is, I guess, to just support and to, you know, both obviously the Los Tacos Poblanos, but also other street vendors.
I think, like I said, please support Tacos Los Poblanos. Like, they need your help right now. But I think in general, I think street vendors need to be protected because they're not being protected. They're being taken advantage of. They're being put in dangerous situations. They're being forced to operate in dangerous situations. I mean, I don't know. Like, I genuinely, it baffles me how people can't grasp that.
Yeah.
Having to go to work and being nervous about whether or not you're going to be taken away from your family, or now going to work and being worried that there's going to be violence conducted against you by the community, you know? And like I said, the city, the police, whoever it is, will gladly profit off of these people. They'll gladly put it on brochures. Their little what do you call it? Their marketing for why you should come visit LA.
Yeah.
Come visit the people. Fucking influencers will go and be like, try this taco spot or try this, and that. But nobody will sit by and stand with them when stuff like this happens. And people need to do that. People need to do better. The city, the influencers, everybody involved needs to do better, because really it's getting ridiculous that stuff like this is happening and everybody's just kind of throwing their hands up like nothing's happening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this is like a case that was caught on video.
Yeah.
Like imagine things that are not seen
Mhm.
on video or anything.
Yeah.
And I feel like street vendors know that they're putting their lives at risk.
Yeah.
Like they know the late night hours that they're going to be and how dangerous it can be to be out in the streets. Like
Mhm.
I think we need to continue to advocate and
Yeah.
protect street vendors.
Exactly. It's hard. It's honest work, and you're benefiting off of it.
Yeah.
When people come from whatever they're doing late at night, everybody goes to their old reliable taco stand that's open until 2 a.m. That's a dangerous thing to be doing, in dangerous areas or whatever it is, even just danger from the government.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Like
'cause
what
it's
you
like-
mentioned recently. Yeah.
Well, because it's like I always think about, when you get out of the club, right? You
Yeah.
see like a hot dog stand,
Yeah.
and like people are intoxicated, and we've
Yeah.
talked about how
Yeah.
when people get intoxicated, they
Yeah.
get violent.
Yeah.
Like there's all these dangers of them being there, but they're risking their lives because they need to support their families. Like they
Yeah.
need to support themselves, and like
Yeah.
a lot of us see them everywhere. Either it's
Yeah.
concerts, bars, wherever
Yeah.
that is
Mhm.
in just the nightlife, right? You
Right.
always see one at night.
Yeah.
So I think that's why it's like we all benefit from this one way or another,
Yeah.
in just a small way, whether it's flowers, whether it's the hot dog, the tacos, whatever that is, the fruits, like whatever that is, we're all benefiting in some way in LA through a street vendor.
Yeah, it is interesting too, because there is this kind of communal experience, like kind of like street vendors are this, like, I don't know, homey kind of like dome, where I think a lot of people who are intoxicated or kind of had a good night out kind of go there and are fed, and it's kind of this, like, I feel like this paternal, maternal like feeling.
Exactly. And
you know?
and I think, like I said, the business that I'm talking about that was attacked, it's a family business. It's a
Yeah.
family-owned business. Just like so many, if not like 99% of street vendor businesses are family-owned.
Yeah.
And like you're saying, these are just families opening up their culture, their ability to cook food and giving it to you. That's somebody's mom, that's somebody's father, somebody's aunt, cousin, whoever. And again, people need to stand up for that.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous. It's
'Cause,
ridiculous.
I mean, you would
that-
stand up for your family, right?
Well, it's ridiculous that I think genuinely, it's ridiculous that I think the people of Los Angeles aren't more in uproar about this. Again, not just the individual case. Of course, I want people to be in uproar in the individual case. But like I said, to the larger issue that it speaks to,
Yeah.
everybody knows somebody who's a street vendor. Like at least we do.
Yeah.
And I think the same thing with Los Angeles as a city. I think the city should be ashamed of itself that it's so willing to readily advertise and profit off of and get all this economic benefit from these people.
Yeah.
And then just turn a blind eye when ICE is picking them up or when violence happens. No laws really put in protection to help save them. Nothing. No advocacy. Nothing. And that needs to change. That's ridiculous. Like these are the people that feed us. I mean, genuinely, I think street vendors are what make Los Angeles Los Angeles.
Yeah.
The most important, like the best, most culturally rich areas of Los Angeles usually center around some family business or a family shops or family-owned vendors of any kind. So I think that's where people need to be more aware of this kind of stuff
Yeah.
and put more pressure in terms of the legislative action that's taken to protect them. But
Mhm.
yeah.
No, I agree. I think it's more important now than ever, just because of like the ICE rates and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I agree. I guess it's crazy because it's coming like danger's coming from like all sides.
Yeah.
Like from, and because like in the am I allowed to speak on like the tacos poblanos, like what I saw on like the news and stuff?
Whatever's on the news, yeah.
It's interesting to me, and I don't mean to like completely swerve into a new topic, but I think it's interesting to me that like you right now street vendors are kind of worried about like the government taking them like in terms of ICE, but now like also being afraid of like your own community. Like a lot of those guys who attacked them on the video look like Latino brown men.
Yeah.
And that's really sad. Like, I don't understand the wanting to take out some sort of aggression on street vendors, especially because like we're just talking about, like we all benefit from it.
Yeah.
So I think that in and of itself is also sad that like the community itself is attacking these vendors.
Mhm.
So I think more than ever, the community also needs to show out love for these vendors.
Yeah.
You get what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I think if a wound was healed from that, then it needs to be healed from the same way.
Yeah, exactly. No, yeah, like you said, I think it's a really good point that it's like I said, I think it just speaks to a larger issue. I think you guys both make good points because that's on video.
Yeah.
You hear about it all the time. There's tons of things that don't make it on video.
Mhm.
There's people with smaller carts,
Yeah.
just like whether it's an elote cart or raspados, who don't have videos, who get attacked and robbed
Yeah.
or worse,
Yeah.
or like how you said, I think it's upsetting that they service the community basically like endlessly,
Yeah.
and getting attacked by all sides from the community that they serve,
Yeah.
whether it's their fellow man or the people that are supposed to protect them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I also feel like it's a little upsetting that not more is being done because I feel like the government is acting like they don't have the ability to catch these people. Like when they're like now, right? It's caught on camera, or when you see other vendors who are getting attacked and it's all being recorded, right? You've seen
Yeah.
videos, right, of people
Yeah.
getting attacked, and it's like we know that you guys can track these people down. Like we've talked about earlier, right? ICE, like they can
Yeah.
track us, our location, like they
Yeah.
can see whether we post and all these things. So we can track people who attack these vendors. Like there's something that the government can do. They just choose not to
Yeah.
because of the fact of like who we are, right?
yeah.
We're the minority, right? They don't want to help us out. Like
Yeah.
and I just feel like there is that ability to do it. It's just like nothing's being done because
Yeah.
we're kind of just put to like the bottom of it
Yeah,
all.
like
you know?
I said, it's just like they don't want to protect them.
Yeah.
They don't want to do anything to protect the people. You know what I mean? I don't think they want to do anything to protect any street vendors really, because the amount of violence that street vendors in general face
Mhm.
is insanity.
Yeah.
And you'd think by this point there would be some sort of laws, there would be a lot more being done about that
Yeah.
kind of thing.
Like prevention and kind
Mhm.
of like post.
Prevention, something.
Well, because it wasn't until recently that they were finally okay having like street vendors. Like they
Yeah.
finally were able to get like licensing to be able to sell out in the streets.
I also read into that too, and despite that being true, hardly any licenses have been dished out.
Yeah.
They're extremely slow about it
Mhm.
because I think, like I said, a larger issue. They want everything that benefits them,
Yeah.
but none of the support that it takes to keep them safe or help them. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Set them up for success.
Mm-hmm.
And that's bullshit. I think
Yeah.
that's just straight bullshit that they do that to the community. But yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's important to talk about it too, because I think we have the firsthand experience of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like we really do. Everybody here knows somebody who works in street vending. So
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, we've for sure have like met a lot of people who are in street vending, like we had Danny who talked
Yeah.
about her story, right?
Yeah.
Of her
Right.
growing up and like being a part of that.
Right.
And like now we like knowing these people as well.
Yeah.
Like we all collectively have probably known at least one person who works in that type of.
Yeah, and I think what's also like never really discussed too when it comes to street vendors is not only is it a difficult job, but a lot of times that's their avenue to building a life out here in
Yeah.
America. We had Danny talk about it, how like, sometimes that's all they have.
Yeah.
That's the good, honest work that they have. Like even you have a business that your parents worked very hard to build so that
Mhm.
they can build a life here,
Mhm.
Yeah.
I think street vendors is just an extension of that. And I don't know how
It
you
is.
can't see that. It's just
Yeah.
people trying to build a life, trying to build a family, trying to provide for that family. And that's supposed to be like the whole American dream, right?
Yeah.
You come
Yeah.
out here, you build a business, you work hard,
Mhm.
but then when it's somebody of color, when it's an immigrant, the entire government, the community will turn their backs on them.
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah, I think it's crazy because I think that's why it does hit kind of like a little personal, deep chord in me, because I feel like anybody who kind of has a family or business, like has like a business that you and your family kind of work at,
Yeah.
the business place becomes like a second home. So this video of these people attacking the people working at the truck, it feels more like they're being attacked at their own home.
Yeah.
And I think
Exactly.
that's why it feels like there should be a bigger like outrage, because they're basically being attacked in what is like supposed to be their sanctuary. Like
yeah.
it's something that they worked for. Like none of that shit is free,
Yeah.
given handout or anything. Like they worked for
Yeah.
that.
Like
And I think that's
yeah.
what makes it so personal
'Cause
too.
for sure, what's crazy, it's like, you guys think a truck just costs like $100? Like,
Yeah.
do you guys think that all this material just costs
Fell out
like
of the sky.
yeah, like that's like hard work money. Like that's like years of life put into that job.
Yeah.
You know, like it's different when it's like a building, right? Because a building is 10 times more than that.
Yeah.
But like this is a truck that they built. This is a company that has multiple different locations that has been built on years of like just hard work through just a family. And like to kind of just attack all that is just like how is that like how can you guys possibly do that? Like
it's devastating.
like it's just so horrible to like even do that to anybody, you know?
Yeah, it's devastating. I mean, even Danny mentioned it when she was on. It was like a lot of those materials. Again, a lot of the people who just genuinely don't understand, or even remotely close to the people who have to work those kinds of jobs. It doesn't start off like that.
Yeah.
You know, like you said, the trucks, supplies doesn't just fall out of the sky. And then even then, you have the government that will come in and readily confiscate that, which Danny talked about.
Yeah.
So it's a constant cycle of starting over and over and over and over again. That other businesses, I know the people, they don't face that. They don't face the government coming in there and threatening you. They don't face this type of violence or insecurity in terms of safety. You know, that's ridiculous.
Yeah.
No, I agree. Sorry, I was just thinking about it. I just like it's just insane. There should be, I guess, a bigger outrage.
Yeah.
Just because for me also, I've always thought of like the going to street vendors as a very maternal, paternal. Like it's always been about family to me because my family does have family business. So to me, it's like, how are people not more upset? Because if anybody else's family, if your own family was being attacked, you would do everything in your power to try and make sure that they found justice.
Yeah.
And so it's insane to me because, especially when like people are, and it's gonna sound so funny, when people are intoxicated, like when people are drunk, like post a show, a festival, a club, whatever it is, like they're at their most vulnerable and they're quite literally being looked after by street vendors.
Yeah.
Sure, maybe not in the sense of like making sure that they're being protected in some weird way, but they're feeding them and making sure they have a place to eat, and kind of in a weird way giving them a place to just be safe and enjoy their food before they go home. And so in that weird way, I feel like there should be more of a powerful outrage coming from people, because there's these people who literally are strangers to you, taking you up as their own, kind of bringing the family of the family business in, like, and adding you onto it. And yet, like, when they're seeking help, some people might not even show up for it. And I think that's insane. How can you see that these people are accepting you as almost like a branch of their family and then not help them out?
Yeah, I think it's like you said, it's insane to me that some people's first reaction is to try and excuse it or try and find a reason as to why, when violence like this happens to a street vendor, how they brought it on themselves. That's, I mean, like, how is that your first instinct when that happens to your own community?
I feel like
what did they do to garner this type of behavior? The answer is nothing. They didn't do anything to this. Sometimes horrible things happen. Sometimes there's just horrible people in the world who will do this kind of thing. And I mean, that stuff happens. Yeah. But I'm appalled that some people's first instinct is just criticism, instead of support. You know what I mean? Because that is something you can do. You can support people. You know, I can't change the fact that there's shitty people on this planet, but I can change the fact that I can support there's people who need it, you know? And, you know, like I said, we've talked about the sport. We talk about the community all the time. And when it's street vendors, the community needs to show up, and it hasn't been. Yeah. You know, like, and I talk too about, like, I keep bringing it up, but the fucking city, man, like they love to paint this image about this, you know, about how street vendors are the city. Street vendors are the city. No action whatsoever when stuff like this happens. So the city needs to do better, and that's more my take on it. You know.
Well said, bro. Very well said. Support street vendors, guys.
Yeah, but support street vendors and please support Tacos Los Poblanos. They really need your guys' support and help right now. So if you can, please support them. The best way to support them is to go visit their other taco stands. They could really use the help right now. So if you can and are willing to help, the help is much appreciated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or share their story.
Yeah. Keep talking about this because we can't allow this precedent to continue. You know.
Very well said. Very well said. Julie, lead us home, bro. What was the last topic you brought for this week?
So I know this is gonna be a weird topic to
It won't
transition from this to that. But have you guys have you guys heard about the sex toys that are being thrown on the WNBA court?
Yes. I saw it yesterday.
Do you guys? Yeah. So the most recent incident was actually here in LA at Crypto, for the Sparks. I think it was Sparks versus the Indiana Fever. But this incident has actually been happening, at least since it's happened over the past 2 weeks, and it's been at least 6 different incidents that have happened.
Damn, really?
Yeah.
I only knew of 2.
Which the sex toy has been thrown during the WNBA games. And they actually happen live. Like they're playing, they're in game, and they're being thrown, right? And I just think that's like, at least to me, I think that's just insane to be doing that. They did catch one guy.
Really?
Yeah, they did catch one guy who threw it. I don't know. I think it was the one in Georgia. It's a 23-year-old man, Delbert Cover or some shit like that.
23?
Yeah, 23-year-old man was arrested and charged with disorderly conduct, public indecency, indecent exposure, and criminal trespass.
Nice.
Which I think is like insane with like overall the whole thing of like the sex toys being thrown. Specifically, I don't know how much this is gonna be like deleted out, but it's like a dildo basically. I think they've all been the same. I'm assuming. I think I've only seen 3 videos, and it's the same object that's being thrown around, which is like
it's green, right?
It's green. It's a green dildo. And I think it's insane because of the fact that like, I think that's basically like sexual harassment towards the players because of the fact of like, well, first off, they kind of admit it, and like he is getting charged for public indecency, which is insane, right? That like the players have to be going on with this, especially they're coming towards the end of their season and this is all happening towards them. And I don't know, I think I feel like the personal attack because they're women, and I feel like it's just so unfair to them that they kind of have to continue to go through these things of like, because they're now in the, what'd you say, like they're becoming a little more mainstream, that now this is becoming an attack for them, and like they're getting like attacked for just playing a game, you know, like, and I think that's just so unfair to them. And I think, I don't know, I also feel like in a way that there should be more protection towards them, because I feel like that's crazy and that's insane that like they're doing this in the middle of the game,
right?
And that's if like, and from the videos that I've seen, that I think it doesn't really hit them, but like if they're in play, they can like either trip, they can get hurt, whatever that is, right? But I still feel like overall, like I think that's just like doing that towards them is harassment in itself, right?
For sure.
Of that, and I think that's just so horrific.
Yeah, because I don't think it even needs to be a physical danger that needs to be present, like it hitting one of the players on the head or it landing on the court and them tripping over it.
Yeah,
I think just the weird harassment is very invasive and also kind of I don't know, just kind of sinister. It feels very like wanting to embarrass them, wanting to make them feel
wanting to like steal their moment.
Yeah.
Or, like, corrupt it.
It's
like
kind of really cruel,
like
honestly.
Clown on them and be
Well,
like,
I think like the WNBA has been getting a lot of media attention, and rightfully so. They really deserve it. And I think, like you said, it's very sinister and very like trying to like corrupt the moment.
Yeah, kind of trying to make the WNBA specifically like a joke.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And do you know what was the initial? Because I remember when the first one happened. I remember that did go viral. Was that also like because of somebody intentionally doing that, or was that like a mishap? Do you know what was the
I
origin
didn't-
of that?
Somebody threw it, and I think it became
It became
It
just a
became
meme?
just like a
it became like a running gag or prank or whatever
Yeah.
sort of thing.
Because I only had seen like read about it of like the timeline of things. They have been saying that people have more been getting caught that have been
Yeah.
doing it. But I think it just became like a running
Yeah.
joke of like just doing it.
'Cause it feels also like borderline, to me at least, kind of homophobic. And the reason why I say that is because I think a majority of the WNBA is lesbian. And so it feels really weird for them to throw something like phallic. And I don't know if a lot of fans are aware of that, but it's
Yeah.
like a real thing. A majority of them.
I think it's also like another thing where I remember not that long ago, a few months ago maybe at this point, the Sparks announced that they were holding tryouts for male like what do you call it?
Oh, like sparring partners, I guess, in a way.
Yeah, there's a name for
Yeah.
it. For like trainees or like practice players
Yeah.
for the Sparks, but they're trying out males. And I think Cameron Brink of the Sparks
Yeah.
like mentioned that it kind of made her feel a little iffy because she was worried that some of the males that they maybe hired would be a little sexualizing, or that there was kind of some sort of sexualized nature to it.
Yeah.
And this feels like an extension of that, where it's like, yes, I think all of what you're saying is true, like the points that you both bring up, where it's like trying to steal the moment, trying to make a joke out of the WNBA. But I also think it's like adding this like sexualization to the WNBA
Mm-hmm.
that is really inappropriate.
Yeah.
Like it's, I don't know, it's obviously immature and inappropriate, but I think it's, I understand that, like, you know, like how Steve said, I think obviously, yeah, there's a physical danger. You could hit somebody or you could trip, but I think it's fair and valid for them to even have like it's like an emotional danger. It's like, damn, like there's people like that being let in the building
Yeah.
who are like actively like willing to do that and
Yeah.
sexualize people. Because that kind of shit never happens in the NBA.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
and
right.
if it does, like once in a blue moon,
Mm-hmm.
or they get tossed out immediately.
Yeah.
For this to be like a reoccurring thing is a little ridiculous
Yeah.
at this point. you know?
I think it really blew up because did you hear that people started betting on the dildo being thrown? There's this thing where people started betting on a dildo being thrown and the color of the dildo being thrown. And apparently for some betting sites, there was actually more betting going on the dildo than who would win the actual WNBA game. So
Yeah.
it surpassed on. You heard about that one?
Yeah. That's why I'm like, I just feel like overall it's very horrific because of the fact that this just seems like it's harassment towards the players. You know, like it's like, and how you guys said, like the WNBA is now being seen as a joke. Like they're not taking it serious anymore of like the game that's being played. Now it's more about like, oh, who's gonna throw a sex object, like a sex toy on the court.
It's very weird because I think it's so backwards and it's so old school that like there's this very public display of men and kind of just like, I don't know, pop culture trying to sexualize and harass these women.
I just think it's like, it's hard to like put into words. But
Yeah,
like,
it is.
Like, it seems like it's almost like they're trying so hard to keep adding an obstacle. Like, you get what I mean?
Yeah.
Like we've already talked about how, like, I don't know if we've talked about it, but it's been talked about, or it's been in the news where they talk about how the WNBA isn't fairly paid, or the players aren't fairly paid, especially in proportion to what NBA players are making. So there's that. There's people talking about this, making fun of the players, their skills, or what they can do or can and can't do, whatever, stuff like that, right? And then, you know, there's people who will be like, oh, well, you know, you should lower the rim, or you got to do this, you got to do that. All these different obstacles. And it seems like, okay, the NBA is like, the WNBA is pushing through that. I'm not saying they're not going to push to this, but it seems like they're trying to find a way to just add something else.
For sure.
You know what I mean?
Like,
because people were saying that the other like reasoning, which is like the bigger picture, right? It's that it's this predominantly women centered like area.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of sort of men are feeling kind of like this threat of like there's this sort of system or like area that isn't including men anymore.
Yeah.
Because you could see like the reps are women, right? The coaches are women. Their what do you call them? Like their staff is women. Like,
and it's getting a lot of attention.
It's getting a lot of attention, right? And so people are saying that these objects being thrown is kind of like reminding that like men still need to be the center of attention of women, right? And a lot of people have been like saying those things of like, I think that's why there's all this kind of happening, because there's sort of like this sort of threat, right? Because it's been talked about before too, where like I think the reason even for like coaches and doctors in these leagues to be women is because it's been talked about, I think, with like Simone Biles, when she had like her doctor who was basically like sexually like harassing her and like touching her and just like weird ways. And so then it's just more for safety, right? And I think a lot of people are saying that like, oh, like they don't want to include us anymore, like they want like all this to just be women owned, women this, women that. And I think people are saying that it's now being seen as like these men are feeling sort of that threat. And I think the other part that people have also talked about is like people are taking this as a joke, right? Oh, it's funny, like it's a haha, right? But people are saying that it falls more into still what women go through, which is sexual harassment and sexual assault, which is where like it still goes within that, you know, culture of the rape culture, right? Of like, oh no, this is like a haha hee hee moment, like it's funny, like it's not that serious.
Yeah, like don't be a prude.
It's just a toy, like it's not that serious, like. And but it's in reality, it's like no, like they're being sexually harassed. Like somebody is legit just showing this object that is like a genital part of a man, right? Well, and it's like being thrown at in their faces while they're playing, right?
Well, also I'm like, so that's so easy to say, because I'm like, I guarantee you, all the people who are like, all the probably mostly men who are just like, it's not that serious.
Like it's just a joke or whatever.
I guarantee you, if somebody went to your job and threw a dildo at you, you'd have a serious fucking problem with it.
Well, because I'm like, in a real job, you would get HR and on that, right? Like you would have to report that. Like you would have to do this whole entire report telling HR that somebody threw this at you, right?
Yeah.
And like in sports, it's the same thing. This is their job. This is what they're doing. Like, how is it that you guys are not taking it as serious as that, right? Yeah. Like if a fan were to do that to me, I would have to report that. Yeah. Like, and how scarring is that, right? Yeah. That it's just like this. I get it. It's an object, but it's still like a sex toy, right? It's still something sexualized. You know how that shit's been, bro? Yeah.
Like, yeah, exactly. Yeah. I also think it's interesting because like I just don't understand, this one feels more obvious than any other ones of being just point blankly inappropriate and disgusting, and also harassment, sexual harassment, which is extremely serious. Anybody would know that's serious. And like it's not even like wanting to be a party pooper or fucking like the fun police. Like it's just disgusting, dude. Like any other dude like that is out there, you have to be honest. Come on, bro. That's fucking weird behavior. That's literally weirdo behavior. Yeah. Why the fuck would you buy a ticket, buy the money to fucking buy a dildo just for the sole purpose of throwing it at some girls? Yeah. And if anybody did that in real life, any other situation, you would literally look at them and be like, you're a fucking weird. Yeah. And like, I don't get what makes it different here. Is it because it's fun to dunk on the WNBA?
But that's why I'm like, that's the thing. This isn't a TV show. This is actual reality of them actually playing a real game. They're pro athletes, right? And this is what they're facing right now. Yeah. And I think that's just insane. That's like an insane thing. Yeah. Even the headline, when I like saw that, I was just like, what? Like that's genuinely happening to these players right now? It's also
like I really doubt that they want to talk about it. Like or want to be talking about it, you know? They want to talk about the NBA. They want to talk about their sport. They want to talk about like the strategy or the game or whatever the fuck that they want to talk about. I really doubt, and I'm sure it's probably infuriating that they have to keep talking about not the WNBA and talking about people like, you get what I mean?
Yeah. Like misogyny.
Like it's issues just like outside so of the WNBA. Because fucking LeBron James and Steph Curry don't have to do that shit. Yeah. They get to do their press conference, talk about what went wrong, what went right, and that's it.
Are you going to retire? What's next in your career?
They don't have to do that shit. Anthony Edwards doesn't have to go on and be like, make this gigantic statement about
his baby mama,
whatever the fuck, you know. Yeah. They can talk about just the game, but I think that's probably that's also upsetting. I think too, it's like, I don't know, because I know
it's mean, bro. It's just mean.
I'm like, I know exactly the type of people that are doing that kind of thing, because you see it about the people who hate on the WNBA. Yeah. But like you're right, it's like you're really that obsessed. Like, are you really that obsessed? Like how you said, you willing to go that length,
Buy a ticket, buy
a
the
ticket,
dildo.
buy a dildo, and throw it.
Sneak it in.
You know you're gonna get caught. Like I know.
Yeah.
Like, also, how do they sneak it in up their fucking ass?
Like you're a fucking weirdo. No, it's genuine. No,
That's why that's disgusting.
Yeah,
like that
like-
shit is nasty because like you have to hide that shit.
Yeah.
like let's be dead ass. Let's be fucking for real. Like let's be real fucking real right now, dudes. Like all the men out there, like what the fuck? Like that's fucking weird. Like everybody thinks that's weird, right?
Yeah.
But I think like what I also want to say too is like, if you really don't care about the WNBA or you just hate on it that much, that's not giving I don't care behavior. Like that's
Yeah.
giving like you actually care a lot.
It's
like-
hurting your ego.
Like
that
you can't
bad.
stand that they're not paying attention to you or that they're just playing. Because I feel like they're just minding their own business. Like if
Yeah.
you don't like the WNBA, don't fucking watch it.
Yeah.
You know, and mind your fucking business. Just watch the NBA or whatever the fuck you want to watch.
Yeah.
But to go
Watch-
to this length, it's like it sounds like you actually really care a whole lot.
Yeah.
My God, you know?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I just think it's insane, and for sure I feel for the players because I understand that they probably don't want to talk about it.
Yeah.
First off, because it's probably embarrassing, right?
Yeah.
Like it's just like
I don't
something
want to talk about that shit.
of like I want to talk about my game, right? But yet
Yeah.
I have to address this other issue that's currently happening.
Yeah.
But like for me, that's why I'm like I feel for them because I'm like this is something that should be talked about more. It just sucks that it is taking away from their actual game. Like
Yeah.
it sucks that it's taking away from the actual league itself. But I feel like this is something that like
Well,
kind of has to be like talked about because it's
well,
like
I think too, like that's something that like, I guess it puts in ironically it puts it into perspective
Mhm.
how much people just seemingly don't want to just let them play.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or play in the ways that they want to play.
Mhm.
Like you have people like Shaq. Like I know Shaq's whatever, he tries to be super like pro WNBA, but he's always telling like lower the rim. It's because you guys can't dunk. It's because you guys can't dunk.
Mhm.
All this and that.
Yeah.
And there's always people being like, oh well, it's because they can't dunk or whatever it is.
Yeah.
It's like it seems like there's always this gigantic issue with them on how they play. Like I don't just fucking let them play. My God,
Yeah.
man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I agree. I just think it's mean, bro. Like in the most simple way possible.
it's
Like,
mean and cruel.
because I've been seeing it obviously on Twitter, and I see people saying like, yeah, like now the betting odds are more than that, or I see people quote-tweet it and say like I saw somebody literally say that the master move of bet 100 on whatever color dildo it'll be, buy the dildo, buy a ticket to the game, and then throw it on, and you'll probably win more profit than you lost or whatever. And I'm like, do you guys just ever start to think about how fucking big of a weirdos you guys are? Like, it really blows my mind. Like, cause I feel like it really does feel like a hate crime in a way against women. Like it's obviously misogyny, but it feels like a hate crime against women because it feels like you're quite literally using them, objectifying them, use them as a way to get money, as a way to like profit yourself off of their suffering. And I just think that's just weirdo behavior, and I don't even think it's a big reach. I don't even think you need to be woke. I think I could literally be a fucking 12-year-old in fucking school and see how fucking weird that is. So I really can't like condemn enough how much that's just so fucking weird.
I mean, and I think Julie's point is really good about how like they literally, it's like I'm sure it's extremely frustrating to have carved out your own space, like do your own thing, and then it's like every fucking second it's people trying to like infiltrate it and like corrupt it or make a joke out of it or
Rain on your
or
parade.
take this attention off of you and onto them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
bullying, bro,
Yeah, it
to
is.
like the biggest degree.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
But yeah, that's all
Yeah.
I have to really say about that.
But yeah, that's all I had to.
yeah.
Yeah. Basically, we're
Crazy, bro.
Yeah. So, I mean, I guess to kind of wrap that up, I think we as a community have to do better for the people who are most vulnerable in our communities.
Yeah.
Women are vulnerable, immigrants and street vendors are vulnerable, and you have to protect the vulnerable people in your community because you never know when you could become the vulnerable person.
Mm-hmm.
real.
You know?
Amen.
Amen. Amen.
Amen.
Amen. We used to have a song like that.
Yeah, an inside
No,
joke,
it's
guys.
Yes, Lord.
No, but
yes,
the song goes,
Lord, yes.
Amen. Amen. Amen.
At the end.
You don't
Yes,
remember that?
Lord. Yeah, I do. Lord,
I-
amen.
Was that part of
No,
that
I
song?
just
Amen. Amen.
I just remember
Amen.
the Amen.
Oh, it goes. We say yes, Lord, 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 amen.
I don't get yes.
Amen.
This is yes.
Yes,
Amen.
Lord.
Amen.
Lord.
Yes,
Yes. Lord.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes,
Lord.
because then they would yes,
amen.
Lord.
Amen. Amen. Amen.
I gotta do a shout out to our patrons. Shout out to Yoel, Ila Quintana, Stephen Carvajal, Altadino Rebuild, and Diana Laura. Your patronage is always appreciated. Really appreciate everybody out there who watches and listens. If anybody out there wants to join the Patreon, our link is always in the description. Thank you everybody for watching this episode and tuning in. Really hope you guys enjoyed. And we'll see you guys next week.
Bye.
Bye.